For the first time in program history, the Westgate Tigers brought home a state championship trophy to New Iberia. And as sports anchor Madeline Adams tells us in tonight's Beyond the Jersey, there was no shortage of motivation and inspiration for the Tigers to secure their first title. Hey, Madeline.
Hey, Mark. After the game, during the celebration, I saw Westgate head coach Ryan Antoine hugging many of his players after what was an emotional game on so many levels. A championship many years in the making, culminating after a decade of Coach Antoine impacting the players Westgate has connected him to.
Been watching these kids since grow up. We have a New Iberia program that plays at Westgate, a youth program, and so watching these kids grow up, you knew they had something a little different. But you know, they're just buying into the culture, saying that we're going to give 100% effort in everything that we do.
It's a culture that has been building for 10 years since Antoine was hired in 2012. Some highs, some lows, but in the end, every mountaintop and valley paved the way to a historic night at the Superdome in 2021. 6
years ago, guys, we were 0-10. You know, we couldn't win a game for nothing and had to turn this whole culture around, and just hats off to these guys for just coming in there and just believing in what we were trying to do. And we just feel like when you build a culture and you base it off of love, you know, anything can happen. Love never fails.
The community of New Iberia packed the stands Friday night to show love to the Tigers. But two of the most important fans couldn't be there: Antoine's mom and dad. His mom had bleeding in her brain, having to be rushed to ICU on Wednesday, just 2 days before the state final.
She comes to every single one of my games, with my brother and I, and you know, she's never missed a game when I was in Pee Wee, when I was in high school, when I was in college, and my dad as well.
After the goal line stand to secure the win, Antoine immediately thought of his mom. Though his parents weren't there in person, they were there in spirit, inspiring the entire Westgate team.
And for them not to be to this game tonight, you know, was really touching and really kind of had me off kilter for a little while. But for them to make that stop, it let me know that's what it's all about. That was for her, and those kids played for them.
The Tigers offensive line coach Edwin Pierre Sr. was also in the hospital on Friday morning. He was released just in time to get to the Dome and witness his son, starting center Edwin Pierre Jr., win a championship.
And he said, "Coach, I would never miss my son's last game, and I'm going to win the state championship." So all those things were coming about, and just letting us know, man, it was faith.
Through adversity on the field and adversity off the field, the bond within the team has remained.
We've been through a lot with these kids, you know, from them being suspended, you know, for whatever reasons, grades, you know, just guys just going through a lot of emotional issues. I mean, our kids come from a tough area. Knowing that those kids will be going on, you know, but they'll be going on as champions now. So you got to put something in front of their name now. You got to put champion in front of them, and they deserve that.